Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yes, sir. Woo! Baby. Exactly. Doubled up on the season thus far through yesterday. 60 and 30. College basketball. College hoops. Boy, oh boy, a lot to catch up on since the last time we talked. Since it's been a holiday weekend. Since I've been in a holiday days, if you will. Man, boy, oh boy, whiskeys, Heineken's, Budweiser's, the whole nine. I've been engulfing in a lot of it. Turn the page to a new week, fresh week. Honestly, just to spoil everybody's parade, don't have any bets today. It's going to be one of those regular shows, sports talk, maybe. Don't really like any of the games. Not going to force anything. Like I said, 60 and 30 through this point. We will talk some Monday night football. I might have something there for you. Some football mood. It's a football time of year, isn't it? You get all the excitement with the college hoops the first few weeks of the season, and then now we're getting back to some football feels. Definitely want to recap some college basketball stuff from last week. Few teams I want to shout out. Had an absolute fabulous feast week. Definitely want to shout out Colorado State, Villanova, Memphis, Ohio State. Not the football team. Talking strictly basketball. So I'll definitely get to some college hoops news. Just don't have any college hoops bets. I also want to recap the NFL that was playoff picture becoming more and more clear, I guess is the word. Really getting down to the nitty gritty. Some teams got their back against the wall, and yesterday didn't help. I'm talking to the Bills. Oh, I'm talking to the Chargers. 2 games, 2 teams just dropping and not helping themselves. Shout out to Josh Allen, man. The baby GOAT, as y'all call him. Me, I call him Big Trash. Anyway, definitely going to get to some NFL recapping. Definitely going to talk some NFL Monday Night Football. And definitely I want to talk some college football as well, baby. Championship week. Last week was Rivals Week, and it did not disappoint. Games coming down to the wire. Instead of recapping that, I'd rather preview the games that are. Of course, you got every conference championship going on this weekend. About 6-7 games thus far. Shout out to Tulane, man. The Green Wave going 8-0. SMU also 8-0 in the American Conference. They will play Saturday on ABC, baby, 3 o'clock, Tulane and SMU. But I will talk every game. Got Michigan, got Iowa. We got some games going on. ACC Championship, Louisville and Florida State. Should be a damn good one. I'm going to talk all of these games. I'm going to talk the initial spread, the initial lean, the initial push. Definitely going to try and get to all of these games today. It's Monday. Why the hell not? Also, last little tidbit of information. No big college hoops games today, so I'm going to do a lot of football talk. However, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, some good college basketball games. We're getting into college basketball season. It's just, we had the amazing first 2 weeks, and then Feast Week was absolutely phenomenal. This week has some good games. ACC, SEC Challenge, I believe, or something like that. They're doing one of those challenges. Definitely talk about that later in the week. And then about 2-3 weeks from Christmas break, and then boom, conference season starts. College hoops heating up. But I'm definitely going to talk playoff picture in the NFL and college football bowl season. Man, what a joy to be here on a Monday talking to you guys. Man, sorry. Trying to type NFL playoff picture and my fingers ain't getting to typing right. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives. This show is presented by Stare Down Sports. StareDownSports.com. Trying to think of a slogan. Put the slogan there. I am going live, baby. It's the 27th of November. Woo! December 1st is Friday. Can't wait. I got a jam-packed December. Gonna be a blast. Me and the missus love this time of year. Always kind of over schedule. One weekend we're gonna do some home improvement stuff. So we little Christmas present to both of us will be to have that done. Got a graduation to go to. One of her cousins graduating college. Shout out to him. And yeah, we're gonna go to some comedy shows. So shout out to us, man. Don't want to get too much into it, but definitely got a jam-packed month. Looking forward to celebrating the holidays. And then January, putting some grease on my elbows and locking back in to college hoops. Last Thursday, baby. Oh yeah, I'm bringing it back to Thursday. Friday, didn't put any time into college hoops. Well, guess what? How disrespectful of me. You think I'm going to go another day without talking about Colorado State upsetting Creighton? Shout out Colorado State first and foremost. I've shouted them out at least 4 or 5 times on this show already. I've told y'all at least 4 or 5 times. This is one of my favorite teams to bet on. Colorado State, absolutely nasty, Mike. Just disgusting. Disgusting team. Definitely a good long shot to take. They're not only like plus 400 after this victory in their conference. They got San Diego State and New Mexico in the Mountain West to deal with. But Colorado State's been one of my favorite programs the last few seasons. This might be the best Colorado State team we've seen to date. Just, I don't know what. Just be on the lookout for Colorado State to be whooping some ass. They beat Creighton, who I had as the number 3 team in the country 2 weeks ago, who I had as the number 5 team in the country this past week. Creighton, nationally ranked at number 8. Colorado State absolutely demolishes them. Holds them to under 20 points in the first half, goes into the halftime with an 8-point lead, comes out the second half and gives them some more of it. 42 points in the second half, holding Creighton to 29 points in that same second half, and winning 69-48 on Thanksgiving Day in the Hall of Fame Classic. The Colorado State, baby. The Rams beating Creighton. Isaiah Stevens leading the way. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in this game alone. Another game on Thanksgiving Day, Arizona, Michigan State. Boy, Michigan State just needs a little bit more help offensively. Tyson Walker can't be your entire offense. Coming into this season, I was looking at a kid named Jaden Atkins to take that next step. As a freshman, he showed flashes. I thought he'd come into this season averaging maybe around 15 to 18 points, helping Tyson Walker out. He hasn't really stepped up and had any games where he really contributed offensively. Tyson Walker is going to need his help, specifically going into Big Ten Conference season. Villanova, they might have had the best feast week of all. They beat North Carolina in overtime. And then I believe I'd have to follow their train. They beat Memphis pretty good. Who Memphis also, shout out, had a great week last week. Beating Michigan, and then they turn around the next day and beat Arkansas. And then they put up competitively against Villanova. I believe I'll get to that game next. But Villanova had an amazing week. Really showed a lot. Really kind of, I mean, it wasn't in my top 10. They should be, maybe. Maybe the Big East is deeper than we think. This Villanova team looks like a powerhouse. I believe they're now 6-1 or 5-1 on the season. I mean, Villanova is just playing lights out basketball. Same thing with Ohio State. Same thing with Memphis. These are the 4 teams that impressed me last week. It's Colorado State, Memphis, Villanova, and Ohio State. Florida Atlantic too, man. I tried not to believe. I didn't want to believe. They're making me believe. Florida Atlantic is the real damn deal. Ended up betting on them yesterday for the first time, and boy, was that exciting. Well, not really exciting. They won handily, easily. The game was over by the half. Ohio State beating number 17 Alabama on Friday, and then turn around on Saturday. I forget who they played. I'll get to that in a second. Ohio State beating Alabama 92-81. They got a stud over there in Ohio State. You know his name? Bruce Thornton. He had 29 points in this game against Alabama. He is a damn dog. He might be one of the most ferocious guards in the Big Ten this season. I love the way he attacks the game with both energy and poise. Love what he brings to the court. That boy Bruce Thornton. Oklahoma, they're now 6-0 after they beat USC. Shout out to Oklahoma and the Sooners. Having a good start to the season. Arkansas, man, had a bad week last week. They go in number 20 in the nation, leave out of there with 3 bad losses. Maybe it was only 2. They lost to Memphis and they lost to North Carolina, and I feel like they lost to somebody else. But I could be wrong. Florida also had a slow week, getting their first 2 losses of the season, one to Baylor for sure. UConn and Houston, they were playing some small fries over the weekend, but boy, oh boy, did they look good. Saturday, Alabama, Oregon. Alabama got back on track, beating Oregon by 8. Bing! Plus 8.5 on Oregon, captain by a hook, baby. Love to see it. Love to see it. And then yesterday, of course, we had the thriller. Texas A&M down 10 at the half. Fear not. 14-point differential in the second half. Texas A&M comes back and wins by 4. Texas take care of Wyoming handedly. 23-point victory there. Colorado took care of Iona easily. And then Florida Atlantic turned Virginia Tech into lunch meat. 84-50 victory for Florida Atlantic. Shout out Florida Atlantic. Hats off to you. I didn't want to believe. I said number 10 at the beginning of the season. I said, get them the hell on up out of here. Disrespectful. But hey, they definitely look like a top 15 team, at least top 10 team, maybe. Can't even argue with it anymore. Shout out to Florida Atlantic, going through the gauntlet that was last week and coming out pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good now. I'm going to stick the theme with college, even though I'm going to switch over to some football. I'm going to switch it to the collegiate ranks, baby. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives. Let's look at Friday briefly. Liberty taking on New Mexico State Conference USA Championship, baby. Liberty 12-0 on the season, 8-0 in conference play. 10.5-point favorites. 10.5-point spread. Liberty's favored. The total here is set at 43.5. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's Liberty or nothing for me in this game. I'll take the 10.5. I'll be happy taking the 10.5. I'll take it up to 13.5. I think Liberty gets this game by 2 touchdowns or more. I think Liberty wants to prove that that number 25 by their name means something. And even though they're in the Conference USA, they are a damn good team. Now, New Mexico State wants to prove, hey, we're in the championship game too. Don't think we can't come out here and play. So it'll definitely be a good one. I'm actually intrigued to watch this game, believe it or not. Probably only get through the first quarter before I get called away to duty. What do you mean called away to duty? It's going to be hard not to watch Washington, Oregon, the Pac-12 championship, baby. Last time you'll ever be able to say that for college football. I'm sure we'll hear that a lot this week. Pac-12 championship, Pac-12 championship, Pac-12 championship, just because of the fact we'll never be able to say it again. Hey, shout out to Oregon, shout out to Washington. Definitely two teams, I'm not going to say not expected to be here at this point in the season, but before the season, the last Pac-12, trust me, everybody thought Caleb Williams would be in this game in University of Southern California. Oh well, get I was about to say he's preparing to be a bust in the NFL. I'm not gonna be that rude to him. Oregon, believe it or not, minus 9.5 after they diggity dog Oregon State on Friday night. I mean, that was a beat down. Beat down. It was a beat down. They beat him down. Oregon, Washington, minus 9.5 going Oregon's way. I hate to do it. I hate to say it. I might take Washington plus the points, especially if I can get a plus 10 on that thing. Love what Bo Nix has done all season. 37 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But hey, Michael Penix, that kid is the real deal. Over set at 66.5 feels right. I could take the under or the over here. Not going to touch that at all. But the 9.5, if it gets to 10, I'm taking Washington. As soon as I see a 10 on the board, taking the plus 10 on Washington. I'm not saying it's the right move. You just can't give that many points in a championship game, especially the last Pac-12 championship game ever. Don't you just feel like it's going to be a good one? Wouldn't it be disappointing to literally all the fans if Oregon just comes out and wins by 30 and you're just like, huh. Well, there's that excitement. I think Washington's going to make it a game, man. Plus 10 feels like a little too much. Moving on to the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship, baby. It's going to kick off Saturday morning festivities. Going into that day, the only game at 11 on ABC, baby, right here. Oklahoma State, Texas. You like how I said right here, like I'm on ABC? Oh, boy. Texas minus 14, 2 touchdown favorites. Yikes. Am I right? Oklahoma State, this has been kind of the position all season that they've thrived in. Games where people look at them and say, kind of overlook them. Well, don't overlook this Oklahoma State team. 14's a little big. I don't think Texas is good enough to cover 14 points against a team of this quality. You got your boy Ollie Gordon II, who's been just acting a damn donkey. I believe he had 5 touchdowns. Could have been somebody else, but I believe it was him. 5 touchdowns this weekend. Look for Oklahoma State, get that run game going. If I had to bet it, I'm taking the Dogs. It's a championship game, man. Plus 14, I'll take it. Give it to me. Nice and slow. Georgia, minus 5. SEC championship, taking on Alabama. The Crimson Tide taking on Georgia. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bama, money line. I'm taking it. Minus 5. Give me plus 5 on Bama, too. I'm taking it. Georgia played one good game, one tough opponent all season. Alabama's been going through the gauntlet. They've been not struggling, but they've been having some tough games. Seen them dominate some of those games. Saw them barely squeeze out a win in some of those games also saw them lose one of those games. Anyway, Alabama, I think they're the most tried and true and tested team. I think this team knows who they are when their back is against the wall. I think Georgia's going to find out this weekend who they are when their back is against the wall. I think Alabama wins this one. I think it's a close one. I think it's a literal dog fight, and whoever wins this is going to be walking away scratches and scars. Give me Alabama plus the 5 and on. Lord have mercy. Thank you. Thank you. Give me Alabama plus the 5. Alabama on the money line. This is a live show, people. Woo! Need a cough button. Give me Alabama plus the 5. Alabama on the money line. I don't think Georgia has enough to play with this team. Man, that was oogly boogly. The American Athletic Championship. We're going SMU. We're going Tulane, the Green Wave, who's favored by 4. Both these teams 8-0 conference play. Tulane 1 loss, SMU 2 loss. Give me the Green Wave, baby. I'm a homer. About 20 minutes from the crib, the Tulane Green Wave -4. Great game on Friday. Let's go ahead and end this thing off right. Set us up for that Fiesta Bowl. Don't you want a fiesta? Don't you want a fiesta? Don't ask me where that came from. Michigan, they're taking on Iowa, baby, in the Big Ten Championship after absolutely diggity dogging Ohio State crybabies. I mean the Buckeyes. Buckeyes. Ohio State crybabies. Every Ohio State fan should not be able to tweet until y'all beat Michigan. Sick of seeing the tweets. It's either y'all talking trash for nothing because y'all lost, or y'all crying about y'all losing. Just get off, bruh. Go somewhere. Ohio State fans, crybabies. Ohio State team, trash. Shout out to the basketball team. Michigan, handling business. They'll take on Iowa. They're favored by 23. Boy, Iowa plus the points. Just feels right. That defense is stalky. I mean, they might lose by 12, 15, but 23? No. Not on this team. Iowa plus the points. Give it to me. I'm sure I'll talk more about these games later in the week. Last one here, ACC Championship. The unfortunate Florida State losing their quarterback for the season, taking on the upbeat Louisville, number 10 in the nation, 10-2 Louisville. Have to lean Louisville, man. Plus 3. Quarterback is a huge problem to have, and not having your quarterback is the number one problem you can have. Give me Louisville. Keep it close and win it. I take Louisville on the money line also. So we're going to go Louisville on the money line. We're going to go Iowa plus the points. Tulane -4. Alabama on the money line and take the points. Texas, Oklahoma State, no bet really. I'd take the points if I had to. Same thing with Washington, Oregon. I'd take them if I had to. Liberty, the only big favorite I like to cover. I'd ride Liberty -12. Boy, oh boy. That is exciting. Let's move over to the professionals. Oh, yeah. This is Captain by a hook, baby, with the red beard. NFL, a favorites week. I want to say it was a great teasers week, but 9 out of 10 of my teaser legs would have just covered straight up on the parlay. You didn't even have to tease them. Only game that even helped me because of the tease points was Carolina plus 10. They would not have covered the plus 3.5, but every other team covered outright. Great weekend gambling on the NFL. Great weekend in the NFL. We all know what happened Thanksgiving. The Lions do what the Lions do and lose on Thanksgiving Thursday. Cowboys blow out a trash team in the Niners. Take care of business. On Black Friday, baby, we had a boring one with the Dolphins and the Jets. Tim Boyle tried to do his damn thing, couldn't get it done. Waddle was the standout with 114 yards. Moving on to Sunday, baby. The damn Dirty Birds. Now, tied first place with the Falcons, and because of the win yesterday, the Falcons take the lead in the NFC South. Man, oh man. You got to get the ball in the end zone, man. Just got to get the damn ball in the damn end zone. 5 field goals ain't going to get the damn job done. Derek Carr ain't going to get the damn job done. Dennis Allen ain't getting the damn job done. Lose to the damn Falcons. 24-15 victory for the Dirty Birds of Atlanta. Steelers, baby. They handle business against a beaten up Bengals team. These playoffs are going to be exciting, new, different. Boy, oh boy, that Steelers to make the playoffs as a wild card team ticket just burning a hole in my pocket. I can't wait to cash it. Can't wait for them to hit their win total over. It's just a beautiful season for Steelers football. As much turmoil as they've had. They win 16-10. And everybody talking about what a great offensive showing. It wasn't that. Let's just because the OC got fired. Let's not. Bengals 16-10 victory. Steelers 16-10 victory over the Bengals. The Titans. They get their 4th win of the year. Bryce Young. Give the kid some time. I'm trying. Panthers 1-10, 0-6 on the road. They fall to the Titans 17-10. Derrick Henry with 2 of them tugging touchdowns, baby. The Colts, they hold off the Buccaneers, the 6-5 Colts. Look at them go, Johnny. 27-20 victory over the Bucs. Shout out to the Colts. Gardner Minshew getting it done. The New York Football Giants take on the Patriots, and they win a slow, low-scoring block burner. 10-7 victory for the Giants and the Jaguars. The Jaguars division game against the Texans. Jaguars now 8-3 on the season. It felt like they were struggling early. If I had to just guess without seeing 8-3, I would guess like 6-5. But hey, they're 8-3 on the season. Trevor Lawrence is rolling. The Jaguars might make some noise come postseason play, baby. You got the Broncos, who are now 6 games in a row. Shout out to Sean Payton. 29-12 victory, handling the dog pound. The Browns. Russell Wilson. Is he an MVP? Now that is a joke. The Rams smack the Cardinals like a good Akon and T-Pain song. All on the floor. Rams 37-14 over the Cardinals. The Chiefs, they handle business against division rival Raiders. The Raiders at home in Las Vegas after winning 2 in a row. Finally fall. Chiefs just too much late. Put up 10 unanswered in the 4th to really pull away in that game. 31-17. P. Mahomes getting it done. Josh Jacobs, shout out to him, 110 yards on the night. The Eagles fly. Caw. Have a beautiful comeback victory in overtime. They were down most of that game and somehow stayed in it. Somehow came along with the victory. Shout out to Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. 10-1 on the season. 37-34 victory in overtime over the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens. Shout out to Zay Flowers, man, getting that last touchdown when nobody wanted him to but him. I had -3. Did not want to push. Shout out to Zay Flowers. Probably get that shit on a shirt. Shout out to Zay Flowers. For the cover, Ravens 20, Chargers 10 in a Sunday night football showdown tonight, baby. Monday night, we got Monday Night Football, baby. Right here on Captain by a Hook. Monday Night Football. We got the Bears. The Bears. Justin Fields taking on the Vikings of Minnesota with Joshua Dobbs. Vikings favored by 3. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I got Vikings plus 3.5 as the last leg on a ridiculous teaser. So shout out to that. I like the Vikings minus 3 as well. I think the Bears just don't have enough late. I think this game is close for 3 quarters. And in the fourth, the Vikings somehow get it to 2 scores, and that's where it stays. I think you're looking at a 9-point, 10-point game, somewhere around there. I'm looking at like 27-16 is my numbers on this game. Vikings win an easy one. Like I said, I think it's close until late. Like you can have 2016 going into the fourth quarter. Vikings get a touchdown. About 6 minutes left, just go up 10, 11 points, and it's just too much for the Bears to overcome. I do like the under. Primetime unders are a real damn thing. Last night, the under hit with goddamn ease, boy. But I don't know. Vikings Bears, I can see this turning into a bootleg shootout, but I also think the Vikings defense, they're going to step up and step down. You talking about somebody scoring? Excuse me. Lord have mercy. Man. I don't know. Anybody's got some value. Maybe Addison? Jordan Addison? I like it. Plus 185. Give it to me, baby. Let's look at some other props here real quick. I told you I like the Vikings minus the 3. Let's look at a few other things here. Some rushing yards, huh? You got Fields at 53, Dobbs at 34. Yikes. How about Alexander Madison, though, at 44.5? You got to think he gets to 50 yards tonight for them to have a chance to really dominate this game. I think I can take that 44.5, the over on Alexander Madison. And then the receiving, it's hard not to go Hockenson. But I think I went Hockenson last week. Let me down. I think I'm just going to go Jordan Addison to have a big game. Jordan Addison anytime plus 185. Jordan Addison over 49.5 receiving yards. And then let's go all the Addisons, Madisons, Dradisons, Slabisons. Alexander Madison over 44.5 rushing yards. Jordan Addison over 49.5 receiving yards. Jordan Addison anytime touchdown. And if you want to make it a 4-legger, hey, you can throw Vikings money line on that thing or the under, whichever one you're feeling better about. That's probably where I'd be at on this game if I did a little same game parlay. Over rushing Madison, over receiving Addison. Addison anytime touchdown. Under 43 in the hookaroo. That's where I'm going to be at on this game. But my real bet on this game is just Vikings minus 3. And if you like the under, play it as hard as you can. Thriller now. It's going to be a good game, though. Division rivalry, Monday Night Football. The Bears and the Vikings. Looking forward to it. Can't wait for it again. College hoops coming back with a vengeance tomorrow on College Basketball Bets. Gonna take the day off, the night off, whatever you want to call it. Not much. I don't like anything. I don't even have a lean towards anything. Not even a game I am looking forward to watching, honestly. And that is hard for me to say. Because boy, oh boy, do I love some hot college hoops. But anyway, can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Definitely going to talk a lot more college hoops. Got some great games tomorrow to break down, preview, and bet on. So looking forward to that for sure. I didn't really get up to the playoff picture today. Still a little early. We can definitely do that next week or later this week, maybe, if I got some time. Really dive into the playoff picture. Last night was kind of a doozy for the Ravens, but boy, they're starting to look like my personal favorite to go to the Super Bowl out of the AFC. I don't know. I feel like they just got that chip on the shoulder. We've seen the Chiefs struggle here and there. The Jaguars, we've seen them struggle for sure. Dolphins can't seem to beat the big teams, the good teams. Steelers, watch out. But I think the Ravens are actually the best team in the AFC. I know. Somebody shoot me. This guy knows nothing. I look for the Ravens to do some damage come playoff time. And the Eagles, boy oh boy, hard for me not to take them. Still like the damn Niners though. Outside of that, I don't think anybody in the NFC really is. I can't think of the word. Threatening to make a run. Niners or Eagles for me, and then Ravens or Chiefs, of course. I know that's chalky as hell. I do think the Steelers got a chance to make some noise, and maybe a team like I don't know. I don't like anybody in the NFC, honestly. But hey, who am I? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. This is Captain by a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful 27th of November. It is a Monday, and this is a morning show. Please take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. Look forward to seeing y'all mañana. Same place, same time, right here, baby. Dobbs.